Hello for the YouTubers, this is YouTube Moses here for my 4th DVD and Blu-ray update. So let's begin. First one I got is Freaky Friday, starring Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan, where they play mother and daughter who are very conflictive at one point, and so when they open up a fortune cookie, the souls switch into each other's bodies, so the mother is inside her daughter, and her daughter is inside her. And so they try and resolve the curse of the fortune cookie by coming in terms with each other. Now, if you don't know this already, this is a remake of the old 70s family movie starring Jodie Foster, and I pretty much like this more than the old one because, well, I've watched the remake first, and it's not really as hard to get this as you would with the old one, and it's a pretty watchable movie to me. The two actresses share good chemistry, and it's a pretty good family movie to watch. So yeah, go watch it if you haven't yet. Next ones are Carnival Seasons 1 and 2, which is about a traveling circus who had been going across the country, and they pick up a young fugitive who happens to have mysterious powers, of which they try to figure out as they go along. And while that's going on, there's this priest that goes by the name of Brother Justin Crow, who has these diabolical powers of his own, so that he would be able to take over the world through the power of the church and the boy of which he's in search for. Now, these series also star Nick Stahl, who you may best know him as the second John Connor in Terminator 3, and it also stars Clea Duvall as maybe a love interest. I don't know. I've only watched like 2 episodes of the first season, and I got them for such a solid price that I couldn't turn it down. Like, they were like $20 each at Best Buy, while at every other store they were selling them for like $60. So yeah, there is a huge difference in price for them. So if you're a fan of fantasy HBO shows, then Carnival, I think this is the series you would want to watch. Next one is The Man Who Wasn't There, the Coen Brothers film, which is about a simple barber, played by Billy Bob Thornton, who plans to blackmail a mobster so that he would set up a dry cleaning plan, but things don't go as according to plan when something goes wrong. Now, I really like the Coen Brothers' work, and I'm very excited to watch this, and no, I haven't watched it yet, but I will. Let's move on. Next one is Cannibal Holocaust, the Grindhouse movie, which is about a professor who seeks out a couple of film documents that was filmed in the jungle known as the Green Inferno, where it's an isolated area where savages live, and so he looks through the document and see what was going on there. Now, the tagline right here is one of those taglines that don't really lie. It says the most controversial movie ever made, and they're damn right about it. And this isn't the kind of movie that anyone should watch unless you have a very strong stomach, because there's a lot of scenes of animal cruelty and rape, especially a lot of graphic nudity as well. And there's a reason why there's a sleeve on this. Now, I'm just going to show you a poster that came along with it. Look at the film reels, looks real neat. It's a booklet that folds out into a poster. And I actually showed this out at a busy street where cars were going by, and a woman looked at it and she was like, and then she almost got into a car accident, and I do mean almost. She didn't actually got into one, but true story though, pretty funny. And it's so graphic that it's really hard for me to show you a scene of it. Just watch. Hey, don't blame me. I didn't want it to get suspended again. Anyways, on to the Blu-rays. First one I got is Piranha. Now, this is Piranha 3D without the 3D because I didn't got that copy. And I found out that this is actually a remake of the old 70s horror movie. And there will be a sequel called Piranha 3D, the sequel, which will follow the giant piranhas at the end. So, for the sake of confusion, this is Piranha. And after watching the trailer, I thought it was just so bad that no one was going to watch it. But after hearing a lot of great reviews on it, it made me curious, so I just got it. Now sure, the movie's filled with douchebags and girls that just want to get naked, but the deaths and kills are what steals the show when it happens, and I thought it looked fantastic in this movie. And kind of glad that I got it on Blu-ray because the quality looks great, and I especially like the sleeve. Let me show you. It pops up with Ving Rhames saying, "Chew on this." Now that's awesome. But unfortunately though, all the awesome scenes with Ving Rhames in this is already shown in the commercials. And that's kind of disappointing because I would really like to see him kick some more ass in this. Next one is The Midnight Meat Train, the indie horror movie. Now, I wanted to get this on Blu-ray and see how good it looked, and before it got down in price, it was like $33, and I thought it was good until it became into a demonic monster sort of thing. But hey, this was written by Clive Barker, so of course. Next one is The Color Purple, and to tell you the truth, I haven't read the plot on this yet, but it was directed by Steven Spielberg, and it came in the Blu-ray Digibook, which said enough for me to get this. Just flip through the page, and there you go. So basically, I think it's about Black history or something. I'll look up the plot later, and I think this was released a couple days before it was supposed to, because I got this at a flea market, and I think the guy who worked there just special ordered this, and I just got it for like $21. So, how could I turn that down? Last one is Gone Baby Gone, the movie directed by Ben Affleck. That's right, Ben Affleck. Which is about a special forces cop, I believe, who's trying to find a lost child in Boston, and he's following into a conspiracy formulated by the Boston cops that he's apparently working with. Now, this is the first movie that I've got which stars Casey Affleck. Haven't seen his acting before yet, but he was nominated for an Oscar, and I just want to see how good of an actor he is. And because this is Oscar month, or Oscar season is coming up, this came on for a good price for like $13, so I couldn't really turn that price down. So I just had to get it on Blu-ray. So that's all for my update. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back later. Until then, this is Utah Moses, signing out.